is sad about something, your first instinct is to support them emotionally, not try to solve their problem. Yeah, I tend to do that, and I kind of expect other people to do the same. And then I get kind of mad if they don't really support me emotionally and try to solve the problem right away, because I need to be, sad about it for a little bit. So yeah, I agree. People can rarely upset you. I guess I agree. Next, you often rely on other people to be the ones to start a conversation and keep it going. Not really. I actually kind of forced myself to start conversations more, but I don't do it that often. Let's go for the tiny agree. If you have to temporarily put your plans on hold, you make sure it is your top priority to get back on track as soon as possible. I'm definitely guilty of not doing that though. You really worry if you made a good impression on someone you met. No, I always worry about that. It would be a challenge for you to spend the whole weekend all by yourself without feeling bored. No, I do that all the time. You are more of a detail-oriented than a big picture person. Unfortunately, yes. Not often. I mean, not always, but yes. You're very affectionate with people you care about. Yes. You have a careful and methodical approach to life. Not really. You're still bothered by the mistakes you made a long time ago. Yes, yes. At parties and similar events, you can mostly be found farther away from the action. Usually, yeah. You often find it difficult to relate to people who let their emotions guide them. Not really. Not really. When looking for a movie to watch, you can spend ages browsing the catalog. I'm definitely guilty of doing that, but usually I browse the catalog for ages before, like a day before, and then on the actual day I just go right for the movie that I already chose. But yeah, I guess I do that. You can stay calm under a lot of pressure. No, not really. When in a group of people you do not know, you have no problem jumping right into their conversation. No, 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 no. When you sleep, your dreams tend to be bizarre and fantastical. Yes, but they're mostly nightmares though. Very bizarre nightmares. I guess I agree. In your opinion, it is sometimes okay to step on others to get ahead in life. I don't agree with that. I don't know. I want to say I'll go for the neutral. No, let's go for the disagree. You're dedicated and focused on your goals, only rarely getting sidetracked. Not really. If you make a mistake, you tend to start doubting yourself, your abilities, or your knowledge. Yes. When at a social event, you rarely try to introduce yourself to new people and mostly talk to the ones you already know. Unfortunately, yes, but then sometimes I try to yourself dedicating your life to the study of something that you cannot see, touch, or experience? I actually disagree. You usually prefer to get your revenge rather than forgive. That's not true. No. You often make decisions on a whim. No. The time you spend by yourself often ends up being more interesting and satisfying than the time you spend with other people. That's kind of true. Sometimes it depends on the person, though. You often put special effort into interpreting the real meaning or the message of a song or movie. Yeah, I do that a lot. You always know exactly what you want. No. You rarely think back on the choices you made and wonder what you could have done differently. No, Wait, you rarely think back? Yeah, I disagree with that. When in a public place, you usually stick to quieter and less crowded areas. I actually feel more confident in more crowded areas because I feel like I can blend in easier. So that's not true. You tend to focus on present realities rather than future possibilities. No, not really. You often have a hard time understanding other people's feelings. That's not true. I feel like I'm very empathetic to other people, usually. When starting to work on a project, you prefer to make as many decisions upfront as possible. No. When you know someone thinks highly of you, you also wonder how long it will be until they become disappointed in you. Yeah. Yeah, do I agree? Yeah, I kind of agree with that. You feel comfortable just walking up to someone you find interesting and striking up a conversation. No. You often drift away into daydreaming about various ideas or scenarios. Yes, quite a lot actually. You look after yourself first and others come in second. No. Even when you have planned a particular daily routine, you usually just end up doing what you feel like at any given moment. Yeah, I sometimes do that. I try not to. Because then, it's all chaotic and all over the place, and then I don't do anything done. Your mood can change very quickly. Unfortunately, yeah. You often contemplate the reason for human existence or the meaning of life. Yes. You often talk about your own feelings and emotions. Yeah, I definitely do that. Now, more than I used to. You have got detailed education or career development plans stretching several years into the future. Not really. I tried to do that, but not really. You rarely dwell on your regrets. Disagree. Spending time in a dynamic atmosphere with lots of people around quickly makes you feel drained and in need of a getaway. Yes. You see yourself as more of a realist than a visionary. No. You find it easy to emphasize with a person who has gone through something you never have. Yeah, I would say so. Your personal work style is closer to spontaneous bursts of energy than to organized and consistent efforts. Yes, it's very true. Your emotions control you more than you control them. Usually, yes. Now, actually, let's go for this one. After a long and exhausting week, a fun party is just what you need. Not really, I just want to chill and listen to ASMR. You frequently find yourself wondering how technological advancement could change everyday life. Yes. You always consider how your actions might affect other people before doing something. Yeah. You still honor the commitments you have made even if you have a change of heart. Usually, yeah. Well, actually, yeah. You rarely feel insecure. No, I disagree. Okay, let's see results. Okay, I am INFPT. Yeah. Still. so this is interesting. So I'm actually more introverted than last time I did this quiz. Oh, that's interesting. So let's see. Mind. This trait determines how we interact with our environment. So I'm 32% extroverted, 68% introverted. Energy. This trait shows where we direct our mental energy. 77% intuitive, 23% observant. Yeah, I feel like this is very accurate. Nature. This trait determines how we make decisions and cope with emotions. So 19% thinking, 81% feeling. Yeah, I definitely, agree with that. Tactics. This trait reflects our approach to work, planning, and decision making. So I'm 33% judging and 67% prospecting. Okay. Then identity. This trait underpins all others, showing how confident we are in our abilities and decisions. So I'm 90% assertive, 81% turbulent. Wait a minute. I'm only 19% assertive. Okay. So now let's look at the results. I already read these results before. So let's see. Okay, let's start with what's the difference between INFPA and INFPT, because I don't remember it exactly. Okay, so mediators are quiet, private, free spirits who view life as an endless series of idealistic possibilities waiting to be realized. Okay. Turbulent personality types are typically not comfortable with their current lives. They often use this dissatisfaction to try to become better people. However, when applied to mediators, this turbulent quality spins them in a distinct direction. They're likely to use a strongly idealistic filter that says where and how they need to improve. This drive to correct what they decide, our flaws often push them to work hard. Okay, I see. That's interesting. 85% of turbulent mediators say they consider themselves to be lazy people, compared to 66% of assertive mediators. Me. Okay, this is all really interesting. I don't really want to read all of this right now. I'm gonna go back into it once I'll stop filming. Okay, I see. Okay, I see what they mean. So let's go back and see the introduction. On the outside, mediators, INFPs, may seem quiet or even shy, but they often have vibrant, passionate inner lives. Because they make up such a small portion of the population, people with this personality type may sometimes feel misunderstood or out of step with the world. Fortunately, their caring nature can help them create and sustain deep relationships with their loved ones. Okay, see. Let's also look at this. I don't remember if this was a part of the test last time I did this. So my strategy is constant improvement. Okay, constant improvers tend to be sensitive and introspective. They're often deep individuals who enjoy having their own space and freedom. In general, these personality types feel more comfortable on their own than mixed up in the judgment of the real world. This may be because they share the two personality traits most representative of sensitivity to their environment, introversion and turbulence. As a result, they may find it stressful to deal with tense environments or new situations. In these moments, mediators longing for something more extends to their professional lives. Just over a quarter of these types say that their career is a great fit for them, a rate of agreement that is less than the other strategies. Okay. So pretty much most people feel that they're in the wrong careers. Oh my god, I also feel that. Oh, this is really exposing me. Okay, let's see. Mediators value authenticity, empathy, and harmony. These personalities tend to act with the best of intentions, and they're rightly proud of this trait. That said, they may feel isolated or discouraged when other people don't share their idealism. Many mediators are curious about the depths of human nature, and they often make an effort to understand other people's true feelings. This can make them capable of great empathy. It can also enable them to communicate in ways that are sensitive, original, and quite moving. Mediators may feel directionless or stuck unless they connect with a sense of purpose for their lives. For many mediators, this purpose has something to do with helping and uplifting others. Empathetic by nature, these personalities may feel other people's suffering as if it were their own. This only strengthens their motivation to be of service. Okay. Let's look at the strengths and weaknesses, and then I'll end this video. Okay, so strengths: thoughtful, generous, open-minded, creative, passionate, loyal to their values. Weaknesses: overly idealistic, self-critical, impractical, emotionally driven, conflict-averse, difficult to get to know. I relate to all of these, really. Okay, you know what? Let's look at career paths too, because I don't really remember this from the last time I did this test. Many mediators long for a career that doesn't just take care of the bills but also feels fulfilling. They want to spend their days doing something they genuinely love, preferably without too much stress or drama. For these personalities, an ideal professional life should feel like a calling, not just a job. I relate to this a lot. At times, idealistic mediators might struggle to find a profession that meets their practical needs and fulfill their dreams. They may drift in frustration, waiting for the perfect job to present itself, and eventually feeling stuck or worried that they're not living up to their potential. Alas, there's no such a thing as a perfect job. The question of whether to settle for a less than ideal position can weigh heavily on people with this personality type. Yes, I relate to this so much. Fortunately, mediators stand out for their creativity, independence, and sincere desire to connect with and help others. These traits can help them shine and find fulfillment in nearly any life of work. Many mediators also create their own works as playwrights, composers, and choreographers. It's interesting because I tried going into those fields when I was younger, and it didn't really work out. Mediators may find it demotivating to work in high-stress, bureaucratic, or hectic environments. They may also become frustrated by workplaces that are highly critical or competitive. Workplaces that reward independence tend to be a good fit for mediators, although they may appreciate some structure and oversight to help them avoid procrastination and getting lost in thought. Oh god, this is so accurate. That said, mediators don't need ideal conditions to thrive professionally. These personalities want to live in tune with their values in their careers as much as in any other aspects of their lives. As long as they feel a strong sense of mission in their work, they can put up with and overcome any number of challenges. Oh, this is so accurate. Okay, let me go to the very end. Few personality types are as poetic and kind-hearted as mediators. Their altruism and vivid imagination allow them to overcome many challenging obstacles, and more often than not, they brighten the lives of those around them in the process. Mediators' creativity is invaluable in many areas, including their own personal growth. Yet, mediators can be tripped up in areas where idealism and altruism are more of a liability than an asset. When it comes to finding or keeping a partner, making friends, pursuing a meaningful career, or planning for the future, people with this personality type may need to consciously develop their weaker traits and gain new skill. I could probably read about this for hours and hours, which I will do that right when I end this video, because I feel like this video would be too long, you know. Anyways, thank you so much for watching.